Hey Twin, thanks for clicking on this video. I'm so glad that you stopped in to chat. I wanted to give an update to my video from the other day because it just further compounds my decision, and I actually found out, I realized that I did put the style in. So the thing was, when the director had issued the style request to me, the logic, the alphanumeric code that we assign each style was logic for a cropped inseam, and the style request had an inseam of, an ankle length, which would make it a pant logic. And I had forgot to update the line sheet at the time that I sent the tech pack out. So it was just like, I forgot that I updated the body. So I didn't miss anything, but it's definitely time to go, because the director did not call me into her office. She proceeded to confront me at my desk, and we don't really have cubicle walls. There's like one at my desk that separates me and the other desk, but no one even is at that other desk. They can't seem to keep anyone at that other desk. But basically, like, almost first thing in the morning, she just walks up to my desk and is like, hey, just, that was an unsettling email to get on Friday. I wish you would have talked to me first. And I was just looking at her and I was like, and this was Monday, so I hadn't realized yet that I updated the logic on the pant. And I told her, I was like, yeah, it's just time for me to go. I realized I missed sending out a style. So, I'm willing to say that this space belongs to someone else better suited. And she was like gonna cry, like she was holding back tears. And I told her, I was like, it's best for everyone if I go, because I did not participate in one of the co-workers' birthday celebrations. And when they had asked me if I wanted to eat lunch with them, I was like, no, I have plans. And then when they did the cake later on in the afternoon, I had to use the restroom, so I got up and got water and went to use the restroom. But it's like, when people show you who they are to you, believe them. Don't make excuses for them. While we are all one, while we all come from one source, there's each of us with a purpose in our own time. And it was also that, it's just clear that they don't like me at all. And that's fine. I'm not for everybody. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to shake shit up. I'm here to flip the switch on some of the, I don't really want to call them dark, but more of the concealed, veiled aspects that are persistent throughout the experience, that are holding us back as beings, as a species, as a race, whatever you want to call it. It's just hindering the evolution of the human experience. Because so many of us are having to do, all this shadow work, double work, it's just like all this shit could be easily transformed, easily changed if we just allow ourselves to. But yeah, it just, with that whole corporate policy, courtesy policy 555, as I looked up, thank you, universe. Like at that company, when I first started there, it was right before the pandemic, and I went to the Christmas party, and then, we were on lockdown, so we were all working from home, so no party, right? And then we had to go back, some of us, I had to go back in 2021 with the director, and the other two designers were able to work from home still, but whatever. So I was working in the office, some of us were working in the office, and of course no Christmas party. And then just haven't had a Christmas party since then. And if you don't get celebrated there unless you're dead. You don't really do anything for you unless you die. And I've seen a lot of people that were working there for decades, majority of their lives, and they didn't even give them the dignity of a retirement. They just fired them. And it's like this huge lack mindset that they have there, because I used to work at the Ross buying office in downtown. It was right before I went to this place, and they would give us like breakfast every Friday. They always had some sort of office event. They brought in a masseuse from time to time. You would constantly get like free food and stuff because the buyers would sell out their stuff, and at Ross they donate all of their samples. Technically you're not supposed to take anything, but with the food, I don't think they can donate the food, so they let the employees eat it. But you could go in any supply closet that you wanted and get whatever you needed whenever you needed. No questions asked. Nobody cared. Nobody had you under a fucking magnifying glass there. And I love downtown. Even though I take the bus out there, because we only had one car, the commute was a nightmare, was tragedy, but I got to see so much cool stuff. Like, all the people on the street, and yeah, there's unhoused people and this and that, like we're all over. Like, people that are unhoused are nomads. Like, some people don't want to live on the street, I'm sure, and they are struggling. This is my timer for the laundry, so I'll hurry this up. But there's people that don't want to live on the street and are struggling and do require assistance. It's like, I've seen this guy around that has all these huge, like, roadie looking boxes, and he'll move them from time to time all along the street. I haven't seen him recently, but I would see him for a really long time. Just, he had maybe at least 20, and they're on wheels, most of them. But it's like he's really has no place to put these things, but he can't let go of them. And it just, some people who do want to live on the street, they're nomads. Like, so many of us are nomadic. And when I was reading up on the monad, in my head I heard nomad. So don't we love anagrams? Oh, and I just love, downtown. So the reason why I left is because I was in a perpetually temp position. I had got that job through an employment agency, and that position is permanently temp and you stay there until something else opens up within the office, and then they'll offer it to you and you can go full-time with Roz. And they close for the last 2 weeks of the year. No one's in the office. You get paid 2 weeks the end of the year. But as a temp, you don't get any paid time off. Yeah, you get the time off, but you don't get paid. So I was, stressing out about that. And that's when I landed the job that I'm leaving. And going there, you have to email for even a pen. Any little thing you have to email, you have to ask for. You have to constantly worry. And then when you ask for things, you get told, no, that's too much. Can't you take this other cheaper thing or this or that? And it's just like, this is a multi-billion-dollar company. Like, this is all tax write-offs. Like, what is the issue? To make money, you spend money. So and then they want you to spend your dollars just to save them pennies. They want you to take time to yes, I'm all for recycling and reusing and things like that, but it's like, if someone wants you to be salary, don't do it. Salary positions, it's a trap, because once your salary, you can be expected to work as much as you need to complete the deadlines, to complete the projects. And basically, instead of working 40 hours a week, you could be working 60, 70 hours a week. And essentially, you're making less per hour than someone that works in fast food, than someone who works as a server. Because that was like my second job out of high school. My first one was Disneyland. I don't recommend that place at all. But my second job was actually Red Robin, and I made a lot of good money. But you have a lot of people that you deal with who don't comprehend what it is to be in hospitality. So that was just something that I was wanting to talk about. And then this whole shift that I see all of us moving towards, where we're just going to provide because we just know that we're provided for. To really affect change, you gotta hit them in the pocketbook. So just remember that the rope is no longer around your foot, and you are free to move about and do as you please, twin. I'll see you soon, okay? Take care.